te pares, observa que naturaleza es generosa, es de la biosfera una reserva. Por eso hoy, amigo, debes sentirte agradecido. La reserva de la Biosfera Sierra Gorda es una joya verde que debemos cuidar, un pedacito del mundo que es nuestro hogar.
Sierra Gorda Biosfera Reserve, 33% of Querétaro State, a high biodiversity jewel in the heart of Mexico. 5 counties, 1 million acres, and 638 communities that own the land. All those values, the forest, biodiversity, and the extraordinary beautiness of Sierra Gorda without economic value. Then, we have been looking at a conservation strategy to give value to those services for the well-being, for the inner health, and for the vital conditions that are necessary for our society to live with, to keep all those ecosystem services and to give economic value to the beautiness, to the scenic beautiness of Sierra Gorda have been the main backbone for this conservation economy, for this strategy to give value around those new services from nature. Then, as a strategy, we look by purpose to develop this offering for the destination Sierra Gorda, for the Sierra Gorda destination. One more objective was to put in order all the tourism impacts, to have the tool to look for the changes, the necessary changes to put order in that tourism that has been impacting the nature in this biosphere reserve. To underline the conservation values, to underline the extreme poverty condition of the communities, of the extreme poverty communities that own the land. Now we have an offer that has been built with the communities, rehabilitating, rebuilding their facilities, and giving them a lot of training. We have an offer now. We are ready to receive public, and we want to scale our possibilities. We want public tourism coming to Sierra Gorda of a minimum impact for nature and for the major benefit for the local communities. So, with those 3 objectives, we have been behind become an early adopter. This journey developing tourism in Sierra Gorda began 23 years ago, that I began with the first community hostel. From there to today, we have been involved in a huge wave of developing tourism activities with the local communities. As a winners of a Geotourism Challenge from National Geographic and Ashoka, we had the funds to link all these services, all these possibilities that we look as an NGO that work in the region, Grupo Ecológico Sierra Gorda, an NGO with a deep root in the local communities and a huge knowledge of the territory on site. Then we had an idea, we had a map of what could we develop as an offer to empower local communities to develop economic value for the beautiness. So these funds got here just in time from the Inter-American Development Bank. We had 3 years of developing a model of tourism for protected areas. And it means the exercise of the UNESCO idea of man and biosphere reserves. We are one of them. And Sierra Gorda is the complete exercise of this concept. That's why we are so involved developing value for tourism services for the local communities. We believe that nowadays, if we want to preserve all the ecosystem services of these reserves, natural protected areas in the world, they are our best patrimony against global warming. Yeah, it would be necessary to get it in, no? The value of a protected area. And then to protect the area, you have to develop economic value for the landowners, as here in Sierra Gorda. With this project, we have developed capacities, strengthening the services and the customers' attention, as well as rebuilding their facilities. It has been a long process, yeah, to improve their conditions using clay and local techniques, teaching them this new way to build in a beautiful examples. You will see. And also all the training that we have done, workshops, experiences, interchanging ideas, strengthening the links among them, knowing each other better, and pushing for them to get out an entrepreneurial spirit. And then after these years of work, we are just finishing this project. And one of our best inputs has been to have a new NGO where we are together, the 43, as beneficiaries of this new entity that will take care of them in long-term time. So, when we have one of those meetings, you may touch the entrepreneurship coming out from inside. That's the cherry of the cake of this project. Then we decided we want to be a sustainable destination. We look for it in purpose, and we are very happy that now we are one of them. Yeah. It is part of a strategy of protecting our territory to underline the biodiversity values and to arise the voice of so many micro-operators, so nice and warm, that we have enough value to offer you an extraordinary experience, a reconnecting with nature.
Grupo Ecológico's challenge has been to really create that standard image that people will recognize if they're in the city of Querétaro, or if they're in Mexico City, or if they're international, to be able to see that this is the Sierra Gorda that will show them both nature and culture at its best. So we've created a series of logos as well as a brand book as well as the different materials that promote and interpret the Sierra Gorda Biosphere Reserve for the visitors as well as for the people who live here. And this includes a guidebook, it includes a map and different brochures, as well as even the interpretive signs along the highway, so that you understand that this is one of the most ecosystem diverse areas within Mexico. For the Sierra Gorda destination, social media has been a very important tool for us. It's been a way to be able to reach out to people, to be able to show them the daily activities, including the training and the workshops and all of the solidarity that we're building among the different service providers here within the region, as well as to be able to show each one of the different eco-lodges and restaurants and actual destinations themselves. So we're on Facebook as facebook.com/Sierra Gorda, and we are really making an effort to be able to have campaigns that are reaching out to a wider audience and those that are specifically interested in low impact and a very emotional contact or very close contact with nature and the local people that live here. And we've also rebuilt our webpage so that people have a greater sense of where they can spend the night, where they can eat, what kind of activities they can do, and make it as alive and as up-to-date as possible. We've also been working on making our voice be more consistent across the different organizations, and specifically with Sierra Gorda Eco Tours, for people to understand what our mission is and that this sustainable destination is the place that they want to visit.
Then, there we are. We are expecting for you to come, to taste our delicious gastronomy, to deal with simply life, deep joys we can guarantee, to be in touch with nature in a peaceful region in Mexico with a strong community flavor. Then please give yourself a chance and come to Sierra Gorda destination, a sustainable place for the visitors.